Hey everybody, it's Matt. Welcome back to Dixels and a new series. I've wanted to play NHL 16 on this channel ever since the first video I did on the game, but I felt like picking it up in the middle of a season in Division 2 with an already established team would kind of be boring. So what I decided to do is to delete my team and start from scratch. We're calling it NHL 16 Hut, Rebuilding Year. How's that sound? I'm not going to be real strict with rules here, but the one thing I can promise is that I'm not going to buy any players. I'm only going to use players that I pull from packs. Yeah, I know I'm not exactly breaking new ground with these ideas, but, it's going to take a little grinding, but hey, it's going to be fun. We'll learn some things about ourselves and each other. So as you can see here, there's some footage of me quick selling all of my players. You might be asking yourself, why am I doing this? Well, long story short, I thought that I could quick sell my entire team, and then when I would delete them, that I would keep the coins. And as you probably know, that's not the case, so let's just skip ahead. Yeah, and another thing I didn't realize until it was too late is that I could have just kept this team and used a different account for this series, but whatever, at least we have an incentive to build a better team. But yeah, whatever, it's gonna be fun. Part of what I wanted to do is I wanted to see how things are going in Division 10. Is the gameplay any different? Are there actually any bad players at this game besides myself? And as I've mentioned at length on this channel, I'm not much of a live commentary guy. So what we're going to kind of do is we're going to take one game to start with, and we're just going to do sort of a SportsCenter style recap of what happened. So without further ado, let's make the squad and get to it. Alright, so let's just skip ahead till we get that starter pack, and oh no, my controller is doing that thing, where you can't just go one item at a time. It just kind of slips around there and jumps all over the place. So we're off to a good start. There's our first pack opening, guys. Hope you could, figure out what was going on. Our best player is Timo Pulkkinen, so, at least there's that. Alright, let's get to the game. The anticipation was in the air for opening night of the Hockey Ultimate Team season for the Dixels squad. Fans clamoring for non-stop action. But it was quickly apparent that an old friend was making its presence known. That's right, the dreaded 0-5 forecheck was in play after the opening faceoff. It was a standoff. One player refusing to forecheck, one adamant not to skate directly into a trap. Who would budge first? He did. He budged first. But it looked like the strategy was going to work until the Dixels finally found their way through and Timo Pulkkinen took advantage of a well-timed cross-crease pass to put his team on the board first. And there's one for the boys, Timo Pulkkinen stepping up in his role as a leader. And as we watch the replay, let's wrap up that point about the 0-5 forecheck I was making. This wasn't the worst I've seen at all, but it makes me think that it should be a lot harder to play out of formation. The AI should make a far stronger effort to remain in formation. If a user-controlled skater moves back into a 0-5, one of the AI players should move back up to get back into a 1-4. It should take a lot of work to use the trap. That might take care of the problem quickly. Picking up the action later in the first, the Dixels cycle was working in the offensive zone as Tyler Robertson of the Edmonton Oil Kings buries his first of the season to put the boys up 2-0. At this point, it was all Dixels, but could they keep the momentum going? Let's move forward. Speaking of momentum, there are many ways to keep or maintain it, and one way to do it is to stand up for your goalie, and that's just what Cord Pankovic of the Lethbridge Hurricanes did, proving both his allegiance to his adoptive team and his glass jaw. Well, at least he tried. Thanks, Cord. Halfway through the second, it looked like the Dixels were about to make it a 3-goal game as Sergei Plotnikov intercepted a pass in the neutral zone, turning it into a breakaway, but the goalie was equal to the task. Meanwhile, the Penguins continued to struggle, save for this moment late in the second. And into the third, it looked like the away team was going to put the game out of reach as the chances kept piling up, but they couldn't capitalize. And that was the opening that the home team needed, as they decided to make things interesting in the last minute. But it proved to be too little too late as the Dixels held on for the victory in the first game of its existence. Hey, so there it is. The first game and the first step in the Dixels rebuilding year. What'd you guys think? Moving forward, the videos won't have such a long intro, and I'll throw in pack openings at the start whenever I have enough coins. And of course, I'll update you on any roster changes that might take place. Also, I might show more than one game at a time. You know, whatever tells a better story. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to throw us a like and subscribe to join us on our journey. I'll see you guys next time.